It's so weird that it's easier to understand Inupiaq than to understand Inuktitut.
Really? Oh.
It's further away, but it's more similar to our language.
That's interesting. Oh.
Yeah. So I don't know what the explanation is. We are so far away, but I was able to understand the elders. Yeah.
My name is Lillian Elias. I'm language specialist, interpret, translate, read, write, a teacher before at the high school. So I'm very interested in language today. I'm one of the elders now, trying to preserve my language, culture, and tradition. Even though today it's really hard sometimes to, every time I travel like this, I just envy you. The way you have your languages, the way you treat your language and culture and tradition. Look at this big building with all of you all in there. Just looking after everything, that make sure that this goes right and that. In New Greenland, how does the government involve themselves in learning their language?
Here in Greenland, we have the Greenlandic language as the main language. So we are using it as a platform for learning Danish and English. So the Greenlandic language is very important for all Greenlanders. And we have this Department of Education who are ensuring that the learning is getting better and developing in a matter that all the students, Greenlandic speaking students, can educate them further from Greenland and then may go to Denmark or other countries to learn. All students has to learn Greenlandic when they learn other languages. So Greenlandic is a platform that when they want to learn Danish or English, and we have the books to accomplish the learning in the fact that they use Greenlandic as a platform. We have books in Greenlandic, math, and then Danish as foreign language and English as foreign language.
I'm also a drum dancer. I'm one of the drum dancing crew.
It's a fun way to learn language.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's so beautiful that you go that they are able to learn it at school.
Yes.
Here it's not possible. Here they have like gym. They have a gym. Every school has a gym, but they want to play handball or soccer or anything else except for dancing and drum dancing. That's one of the things that I want to do about personally. Yeah. Because
culture. Sorry.
Because otherwise it will just be something that you show to tourists, not part of our lifestyle. That's how it is today, as I see it in Greenland. You show it to tourists that there are only a few drummers. That's about it. Yeah, it is. And I also know a young woman who lives in East Greenland now. She is a singer and she also do the drumming. And she says it's very hard to work with the schools. I don't know why.
No, when I experienced the ICC meeting first time, but I don't remember when I saw the Inuit dancers, drum dancers, I was crying inside, just hear the drums beating and singing. I was sold, it was very tough for me to hear those songs, drum songs. It's not because I was sad, but I was very lucky and happy to hear the drum songs for first time. I know somewhere that my forefathers, your forefathers, they are same people. So that's why I was very happy to hear the songs. Yeah. And other Inuit from Chukotka too. Ulen. There was the first Chukotka people was with us at Asivik back in 1986. Almost same like Inuit drum dancers when I'm hear them playing for first time. I'm almost crying when I'm here and see the drum dancers from other Inuit area. I don't know why. I'm just happy to.
Maybe because they have stories in them.
Yeah. When I was in Inuvik last time, I was crying every night in secret, you know.
I think our most known piece, of course, is the very colorful one, which is the West Coast Greenlandic national costume, my national costume. I'm born here in Nuuk, so that's mine very much. But very few know that we actually have quite a few versions. The ladies of the north. From North Greenland, they actually wear this without the pearls and with very, very high kamiks, always in polar bear skin, and then the very, very cute shorts made out of reindeer. And then we have the East Greenlandic one. Now, one thing to remember about East Greenland is that it wasn't colonized till about 200 years after the rest of Greenland. So they're very much, their culture is, or their early culture is very much different to the rest of Greenland. And for that reason, they were also, their national costumes looks very, very, very much different. It's much more, it resembles much more what we used to wear, like the original designs of the Tula culture. And then they sort of adapted onto our kamiks, which are very, very like pretty and lacy and girly. And there's like a ton of rules of who wears what, of course. There's also certain rules with the kamiks. The pretty lacy ones are for girls and young women. And once you grow into a grandmother, you rid yourself of all the, the bedazzlement, and then you move on to the more simple versions, the red ones. And usually you can also change the ennorak, the color of the ennorak beneath the pearls. You go from red onto a darker shade. either a darker shade of red or green or blue is some of the traditional colors. Now the Moravian Brotherhood that actually came here and was a part of the colonization, the early colonization, they were actually the ones that invented the color scheme. They had a hard time figuring out who was what, like between young women and unmarried women and married women and widows and harlots, which was a category within itself. And so to sort of figure out, when they had a larger group of women, they asked them, or sort of asked them, to wear a band around their qinaqti, their bun, to sort of signify who was what. And I believe the green color was for the harlots, the unmarried women with children. And the red one, I think, was for young unmarried women. And the black one, of course, for widows. And you see the pearl necklace is very, very short. It's teeny tiny. And because that's where it started. It started as just a tiny little thing. And then, of course, the more, like, if you had a good husband who could hunt a lot and trade his goods for pearls, the longer your necklace or your pearly beads became. And that turned into this nonsense. They're actually, I mean, they're absolutely beautiful, and they're a party within themselves. Once you put a gadaki soap on, you're just happy. It does invoke feelings. You can see that the skin broderie, the one that we call a viktet, it takes so long to create because every single little individual piece has to be sewn on to create a larger pattern. And we have this quite a few places. We have it on the kamiks, of course, and then we have it on our shorts.
You have to have strips like this.
Yeah.
First of all, before you start this, in order for them to be the same as like this.
Yeah.
You know how far this is, or else you'll have it any other way.
And so this is quite an interesting exhibition that we have right now. This is a gentleman called Jan Simonsen. He used to be a top designer for Versace for a long time. He's actually from Denmark, but he's a top designer, haute couture designer, who lives in Paris, and he has always been very fascinated with the Greenlandic culture. And when he sort of started working within the limits of Greenland, he used stuff like our umiak boat as a reference to his inspiration. So he has this open neckline up here, which he says is a thing, and he used this sealskin a lot, as you can tell. But then he wanted to sort of move on and see what else he could do. And he was very well aware how protective we are of these things. So he actually had the women over at Gittet, the l'économisé, that creates these things, help him sort of fulfill his dream and have them do this one. And then the National Costume School, Designing School up in Sisimiut, he had them do 2 smaller necklaces that are also inspired by the Greenlandic patterns and the Greenlandic national costume.
My portrait.
원이뽀 박가니 다구치시와 박가니 누나 미닝간데
Umatestana kusan testan wa kusaysa. Kaya man na sigara tapo os in her. Et par år siden kring mig. Hulta mikisosok hulta ematut. Nok bøkestanden der kom ematut.
For some years ago she had a guest from native and she had
så året efter så kommer pigebarnen med sådan en artisatslig med et og så bor hun her. Og så ja, vidste ikke hvad de skal have spise inden hvor der med bøgerne. Jeg lavede sådan rigtig dejligt siger det nat eller sådan. Når man hun er bitte
She made
Nej,
food
men
for them,
international
Greenlandic food,
resultaten.
because they eat it raw.
Åh, ja.
Everything nice that big?
Like
That's the liver
lush
from,
liver.
yeah, that's liver from
Okay.
deep water fish. And this is small halibut. And red fish is very tasty. The reason that the ice plops out is when they come up to the surface, then the ice just plop out. Because they come from... Sure.
They look like our lush at home.
Yeah, you're having the soup? Oh yeah. We call it emmeset. We don't fish it, we just shovel them up because there's so many of them.
You salted it.
I salted it. And I have it in the freezer. It's really, really nice. I leave it out a few minutes and then it's easier to cut.
Wow.
Okay. I get this one from East Greenland. It's good. They are really good in making it. What is terrible?
Look how pretty.
Yeah? You can put it on the table.
You want some water?
Or what? Would you like it cooked also? Would you like to try it?
Yeah. How do the young people eat compared to when she was growing up?
Ja. Атоққутингерусутаангу уллумикку инуусуттут неериаасиақанериппа иллит неерааnerни инуусуннернииллунериаатсум саниллиуллугу.
Bøger dukpallaakan. De spiser alt for mange bøger.
Ja.
Det skal være sådan en grønlandsproviant, hvis man kan. Det er sundt, ikke? Tørfisk, alt muligt, og matdæk, det er sundt. Men unge mennesker i dag, de spiser så mange bøger, eller hvad det hedder. Det er forskellige.
Today the youngsters eat too much of fast food. They should eat dried fish. They should eat matdæk. They should eat Greenlandic Inuit food instead. That's healthier.
In my community, I'm from Inuit, Northwest Territories. My young people, our young people, they don't eat like me when I was growing up. They changed to same years. They eat lots of.
Nu avatanu ukarluni pulaassa intikissangaanni suna immat taasariaqarnersaannerpaami taasinnaavia.
Så der kangerlum tuttunniartarput. Taam eqalunniartarpungerlum. Taam pujurisarput aallerluti ila pujurisarput pilissutik. Tamakku suli atuaapput. Assoruissua kisianni.
Naniipita. Where are we?
We are in the Greenland Cultural House called Gatuak. So we usually have different things going on here in the hall, where we have exhibitions, music concerts, and different theater show mixed with Danish and Greenlandic artists. All right, this is our big hall called Hans Lyngesalen. It's named after a Greenlandic artist and a writer. It's a very flexible room with normally every day we use it as a cinema for blockbuster movies, but it can also be used for concerts.
What advice, if any, would she give to the next generation?
Kinguari tulliuttunut isiunnersuutiqassagusuna isiunnersuutinerussuui.
Det kinguari tulliuttut isiunnersuutigissaak kammeeqtorsorneqarnaat pingaarnerpaarpaagu angajoqqaal imeriuttuussangillat tiska aap imersinnaaput memoidaa kisian meeqqat pingaarnerpaaput taakkumi siunissariat.
Her advice is that for the coming parents, take care of your upbringing of your children and don't drink. If you do so, do it proper, in a proper way, and take care of your children.